In this how-to video, I will explain how to load your DailyDraw/supply. You will notice that on my computer's desktop I already have my publisher file downloaded for the day. It must be located on your computer's desktop for this to work. We will begin by going into retailer paper supplies, and you'll first be presented with your most recent supply that went out. Simply click on the select drop down menu and click DTI load. It will ask you which publisher you want to load the file for, and in this case we select the West Australian. Once that's loaded, you'll get a confirmation that it was successful. First thing to take note of is the fact that there has been 5 publications loaded for this day by this number you see at the top. This publication code drop down list that you get here, simply dismiss that by clicking on the background. We begin by making the supply totals at the top here the same as the calculated total down the bottom, because the totals that are calculated is the absolute supply that is received from the publisher. So we just simply transfer the values. We move to the next publication by selecting the previous button, and we do the same for the next publication, and we repeat this process till you have done this for the remainder of the publications you receive. Another way to see an overview of the publications that has been loaded, other than using the previous and next buttons, is by using the list view. Here you can see there's been a total of 5 supplies loaded. To go into a specific supply, just select the supply button next to the supply record you are looking for. To add the remaining publications, these are the ones that you are in charge of, usually with other publishers that do not supply a file to you. You can select New. It will ask you the publication code. Now we're not going to use this because we don't do it manually. We want to use this this matrix on the side here to copy the previous week's supply. So I can click the refresh button and then I select Australian. I repeat this process for all the publications, the remaining publications which I manage myself. Ensure not to copy publications that have already been loaded by the DTI file, otherwise you will end up with a double up. And financial review. Now if I go into list view, you'll notice the extra supplies that have been added there for that day. The DTI file happened to be of the previous day, and the supplies that I've just done is for the next day. Usually if you do this on the same day, it will all fall in line. Once you have loaded your supplies, it's a matter of going out to retailers, changing the trade date to the relevant day you're going to be dealing with. You then daily refresh, and then you are free to print your run sheets and delivery dockets. And that concludes this how-to video.